So stage 2, when we get to stage 2, what we're going to do next is we're actually going to, exactly like we did before with our buttonholes, we're going to get our double-sided sticky tape. Remember, not in one big bit, we're going to chop it up into smaller bits. Put it on the right side of our jet. Because we're doing bigger jets, we can have a wider piece. On one side and on the other side. We're going to grab our jets, our upper jet and our lower jet. Remember, the upper jet is slightly skinnier than the lower jet because we attach our lining to that lower jet, but we don't attach anything to the upper jet, okay? So when you look at how it's placed, you'll probably find that the template is slightly closer to the top of your garment. So that's your top or your waist, and that's your hem coming down. So there should be, that's where your pocket lining is going to come down this direction. Okay, so right side, we put our sticky tape on. Let's see if I can pull it apart. I haven't been very successful at that today, pulling it apart. Surprisingly enough, it's working for me now. I'm going to place our right sides together. So right sides together, make sure they're centered over. Make sure they're centered over that the cut that you've got. Straight down onto that center line. So your upper jet is the skinnier one, goes on top. And the wider one goes underneath. Make sure they're edge to edge. Give him a good old press down. Because once he's pressed down, we're going to flip him over. Exactly the same thing. Back tack, stitch along that line, and back tack, stitch along that line, and back tack. Okay, let's do here. I'm going to, once again, walk into my corners, but just don't trust my stitching. Your loose ends. Double check before you go any further. Double check that your ends are absolutely level. Okay, make sure those ends are very even and level. Make sure the widths of your stitch is a little bit level. I can notice straight away that my stitch goes wider here and skinnier there. So when I'm actually folding that jet on the inside, I know in my headspace that I have to make that top one a little bit wider to compensate so that the center is a little, because our center's a little bit off here. You can see the difference. You can't unpick in leather. I can't unpick it. I now have to compensate by doing other things in the further down in the process to fix up that little bit of a not so good mistake there. Okay. So now flip that, use double-sided tape to hold, flip it. Okay, so that's the end of stage 2.